I have a little story to share with you, and I think every one of you who has been through the loss of a child can identify. Last week, I was talking with a new mom. She was holding her baby, and she had delivered this baby about 3.5 months ago. She said it was a terrible ordeal, her first child. She said, "We almost didn't make it. I almost lost my life, and he almost lost his life." And then she went on to say, "And I don't know how I could have gone on if I had to walk out of that hospital with empty arms." And I smiled at her and I said, "I'm so thankful that you do have your little baby in your arms." I said, "What a blessing." And we parted. I gave her a hug and she walked off holding that little baby. And I thought, I know what it's like, excuse me, to walk out of the hospital without my child. I've had to do that now 2 times. I lost a little boy to stillbirth 32 years ago, and 5 years ago, I lost an adult son who had an unknown heart problem, and he died very abruptly, totally unexpected. So I know that feeling, and I know if you're listening to this video that you know that feeling also. You know what it's like to have those empty arms. So what do we do with this grief? How do we go on? This mother, when she said, "I just don't know how I would have gone on if I had to walk out with empty arms." Well, you and I have had to do that. Some of you, like me, have had to do it more than one time. Some of you have lost your only child. And the only thing I can say is that sometimes we feel like totally giving up. We feel totally hopeless. We feel so empty that we don't know how we will even breathe, much less go on for another day, another week, another month. And yet we do. We're here. You and I are here. There is buried deep within us, I do believe, a little spark of what I call hope. And that hope is implanted in everyone's heart. I believe that with all of my heart and soul. I do believe that light of hope can go out momentarily, and it does when a child dies. I think you and I feel that. We actually feel that connection so closely with our child that when our child dies, something within us dies also. However, I want to leave you with the thought that our hope is always bigger than our grief. Our hope is always stronger than our grief. I promise you that even on those days when we feel completely dark, completely alone, completely desolate, completely empty, we are not. Deep within your soul is that little spark of hope, and it will ignite again. I don't know that it'll ever be a big flaming, flame of hope, but I know it will ignite and it will light up around you. Your life will go on. We will always feel that emptiness. I believe that with all my heart also. Excuse me. We will always feel that emptiness of child loss. We will never be completely healed, as some would like us to be, from that loss, but that little spark of hope will be ignited again and we will be able to go on. I believe God made us that way. I believe that we have that within us, and that's how we do it. That little bit of hope is there. Why don't you take a walk today? I know I'm going to in very few minutes here. As soon as I finish, I'm going to take a walk outside. I'm going to breathe in the fresh air. I'm going to look at the sky. I'm going to listen to the birds, and I will have my hope ignited once again. Do that with me, will you? Promise me that you will do something today to just fan that little flame of hope a little bit, okay? You can do this with me. Together, we will take another step. We will breathe again. We will live another day. And I will be back again to talk to you with another moment with Clara.